Today on Good Morning Maine, 2 people go to trial for the brutal murder of a woman in Perry.
Plus, the new owners of the Perk plant in Orrington have big plans for that facility.
And important advice for dog owners who are concerned about an illness that's spreading around the nation. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith.
And I'm Craig Colson. Thank you for joining us. We'll have all the day's news coming up. I caught you were checking out all the holiday decorations.
I know,
over
and
there
my
too.
breakfast is in the shot. That's why I had this annoyed look come over my face,
it's
and I was
okay.
like, I could have just...
Yeah. Today I'm a little higher than you.
I know, I'm a
there
little...
There we go. Now I'm lower.
Okay, there you go.
We got to get it all straight.
Honestly,
and then, now we're ready
straighten
to go.
Okay.
All right, we'll be talking about news coming up here in a few moments, but first to talk of that check of that forecast. Boy, it was bursy this morning.
What?
That's my meteorological term for a very cold day.
Okay.
It was cold, single digits out there. You may want to tell the kids not to wear the shorts to school today.
That's good advice.
I remember dropping off my kids throughout the winter, and you see these kids showing up no matter what the weather. It could be a blizzard, and they're wearing shorts.
I wore a dress today, but then I wore tall boots, so I was like, oh, that makes up the extra surface area.
Yeah. As long as you keep something warm in the car if you ever go off the road or something like that, because it's dangerous out there. You got to start taking it serious. And it looks like we'll have some real cold temperatures for a few days until things start warming up a little bit again.
Yeah, the next few days are pretty similar.
Yeah.
Let's check in with Devin Biggs for that full forecast.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Happy Wednesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Comfort Shoes. Need the proper fit for your new winter footwear? Visit us across from Irving and Newport. Already, that small crowd advisory has been reissued, though, running till about 5 a.m. Thursday, so maybe some active surf happening later on today and in parts of early Thursday morning along the coast, so be noteful of that, though, if you're going to be near the coastal areas. But meanwhile, though, we're looking pretty good on land. We've had some clouds developing after this morning. We're going to keep this going for a little while yet, but the clouds will be getting out of here to reveal some sunshine later on today. And then we have a lot of opportunities for sunshine coming up over the next few days as well. We zoom things out, not a whole lot going on. There's some activity over the Atlantic Ocean, though, but on land for us, we're looking pretty good. There's some clouds developing, and it's really about it for us. So futurecast moving forward, those clouds get out of here later on today. Maybe some clouds to the north later on tonight, but we'll be mostly clear to the south. That will allow some temperatures to really fall later on tonight. But otherwise, though, here's a look at the winds. Out of the north going toward the south at around 5, even up to 10 miles per hour in a few spots. Pretty gusty along the ocean as well, so that's why that small crowd advisory is in effect at this time for at least through Thursday. So for today, though, upper 20s and a partly cloudy sky. The north wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Moving ahead towards tonight, 7 degrees, getting cold again with a mostly clear sky. Northwest wind getting up to about 5 miles per hour. Hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period. Again, partly cloudy sky, temperatures in the 20s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
All right, thank you, Devin. The town of Perry was left shocked after a woman was found brutally murdered in her home last April. Now the 2 suspects charged with killing her await a jury trial expected to get underway this week in Machias. Our Grace Blanchard has the details.
Jury selection took place early Tuesday morning here at the Washington County Courthouse as the community hopes to seek justice for the death of Kimberly Neptune.
Never be justice enough. That never. You know, I mean, I can't imagine it. I just...
Neptune was found deceased in her home in Pleasant Point in April of 2022. Previous autopsy reports revealed she was stabbed nearly 500 times. Maine State Police Major Crimes Unit later arrested 2 suspects while conducting a traffic stop. 39-year-old Donald Dana and 38-year-old Kaylee Brackett, both of Perry, were both charged with 1 count of murder. Many community members say they are shocked to see a murder trial of this scale taking place in Washington County.
It's small town USA. You don't expect to see that stuff on a routine basis, and when it happens, yeah, I would suspect that a lot of people. It's quite shocking.
You almost want to not really say hello to strangers, or, you know, and that's hard because usually we're quite welcoming.
According to court officials, jury selection will likely take multiple days, with opening arguments set to commence on Thursday. In Machias, Grace Blanchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
The man accused of murdering 62-year-old Edwin Weeks in his Fairfield home last Tuesday made his initial court appearance yesterday afternoon. 22-year-old Raheem Shamar Goodwin of Benton appeared via Zoom from the Somerset County Jail. Goodwin did not enter a plea at his initial appearance, but the judge did go over the charge with him.
On or about November 28, 2023, in the town of Fairfield, Somerset County, state of Maine, Raheem Goodwin did intentionally and knowingly cause the death of another human being. namely Edwin Weeks, or did engage in conduct that manifests a depraved indifference to the value of human life, which in fact caused the death of Edwin Weeks in violation of 17A MRSA section 201, sub 1, sub A, and sub B. Mr. Goodwin, do you understand the charge?
Yes, I understand.
Goodwin was denied bail and will remain in custody pending his trial. His next court date is scheduled for January 24th.
Well, a man from Troy was seriously injured Tuesday in what is described as a farming accident. Lieutenant Cody Late with the Waldo County Sheriff's Office says deputies and medical crews were called to the Bangor Road just after 10:30 for a report of an accident in which a man's leg had been completely severed. The man was transported to a hospital aboard a Life Flight helicopter. He has not been identified at this point, and there's no word on his condition this morning.
The family of a missing man has once again increased a reward with hopes it will help generate some new information. 39-year-old Graham Locker vanished in June of 2022 when he fled the grounds of the Dorothea Dix Psychiatric Hospital in Bangor. Locker is autistic and schizophrenic and has been the subject of an ongoing search since that time. Despite not having a confirmed sighting in 18 months, his family hopes he survived and is out there somewhere. They hope by increasing the reward from $5,000 to $10,000, new information will be generated. Anyone with information can contact the family through the Missing Graham Locker Facebook page or be contacted by Bangor Police.
Well, Machias residents should plan to seek alternative routes this week as construction begins on a highly traveled bridge in the area called the Dyke Bridge. According to the Maine Department of Transportation, this is the start of a multi-year project. The bridge will be closed in both directions as workers start building a new temporary passageway on top of its current structure. This comes after recent inspections revealed soil deterioration and faulty culverts, which caused major concerns for the many travelers that utilize that bridge each day. The closure is expected to last until Friday. Further details on the project can be found on our website at foxbangor.com.
The former Perk plant in Orrington is under new ownership after an auction last month. And those new owners have some big changes planned. Our Matthew Durantzik has the story.
The former Perk plant, which has sat dormant since May, could be operational in a few short weeks.
We would like to, and it's our plan to be up and running before the beginning of the year.
This comes after C&M Faith Holdings successfully bid on the property in November. Once operational, the Orrington plant will feature a new name, the Garbage Recycling and Clean Energy Plant, or GRACE. For now, GRACE co-owner Mark Boswell says he's looking to get every employee who lost their job when the plant shut down.
No one likes to go to a job that is up and down all the time, worrying about whether it's going to stay open or whether it's not. That will give them the sense to know that we are stable and they have job security.
This comes as a sigh of relief for plant manager Henry Lang. He says he's been fighting to keep as many employees as he can.
I can't say enough how much I appreciate all that they've done to stick by and wait it out. We've been down since May. We've been furloughed since, I think, start of August. It's been a long time waiting.
The new owners plan to change how waste is processed, using what's known as Recycled Solutions Technology, or RST. Boswell says this state-of-the-art technique will help eliminate the burning of waste to create energy.
It goes in, all the organics during the middle of the process into a kiln. All in the middle of the process, they all give up and become a gas, which we then, combust right there on the site and then use that as steam to make electricity.
However, Lang says he doesn't anticipate the facility to be up and running right away.
I think a couple of weeks is a pretty hopeful timeline. I've got an idea of a plan that was in place, and we believe that would be about an 8-week startup, and we haven't really gotten to that startup point yet.
Boswell says he expects to discuss the plans for the future of the facility with Governor Mills in a meeting next Friday, December 15th. In Orrington, Matthew Durantzik, ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
A newly formed Maine program to help end homelessness is almost ready for its first steps. Housing First was established by Governor Janet Mills in the 2023 biennial budget back in July. Advocates say the model will fund housing for chronically homeless without certain limitations imposed by low-barrier shelters. and is also a crucial first step toward helping unhoused people gain stability in their lives. The budget sets aside between $7 and $8 million in funding each year from half of the state's real estate transfer tax revenues. Housing First properties would have on-site social service workers dedicated to residents. Housing First has an initial timeline of January 2024 to hire its first staff, which will include an associate director of housing. The second position will help with contracting and technical expertise surrounding funding.
The Associate Director of Housing will have direct responsibilities for the Housing First program, along with staff that are in the that currently exist in the Office of Behavioral Health, along with the additional staff person that was provided through this legislation. So it will oversee Housing First and also Shelter Plus Care, the Continuum of Care grant that is that comes through the Office of Behavioral Health, and it will also have under its wheelhouse the Bridging Rental Assistance Program, or BRAP.
Housing First is not expected to be fully implemented until 2025.
The Supreme Court has dismissed a case involving a Maine hotel that could have made it harder for people with disabilities to learn in advance whether hotel accommodations meet their needs. Hotels and other businesses had urged the justices to limit the ability of so-called testers to file lawsuits against hotels that fail to disclose accessibility information on their websites and other reservation services. The information is required by a 2010 Justice Department rule. People suffering discrimination can sue under the landmark 1990 Americans with Disabilities Act. The justices dismissed the case and threw out a lower court ruling in favor of tester lawsuits. The outcome leaves the issue unresolved nationally, though. All right, the time now is 6:12. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, there's a new respiratory illness that's impacting dogs around the country. We'll hear advice that will help keep your pets safe.
But first, another check of that weather forecast. A chilly day today. It will be partly cloudy with highs in the upper 20s. Tonight, mostly clear with lows dropping back down into the single digits. Tomorrow, a mostly sunny day with highs once again around 29 degrees.
Lumber is locally owned and has been serving the Pequot region for more than 50 years. See them for all your projects, big or small. Customer service is their #1 priority. And with a full line of lumber and hardware items, they can also deliver to your job site. Harris Lumber, Milo. The Farmer's Table in Corinna brings you outstanding breakfasts, lunches, and dinners made from farm-grown fresh ingredients. Dinner specials are available every day. Enjoy our homemade desserts, and above all, bring your appetite to the Farmer's Table in Corinna.
Where have you been known to strip your clothes off? At work.
Get wild with Family Feud. New episodes this fall.
You're not going to want to miss this.
Jeopardy, like the Everest of trivia.
Spit and truth therapy.
You gotta feel smart. If you wanna look smart, be smart, think smart, talk smart, get smart. You are smart, smarty pants.
You gotta unleash the power.
Woo! This week at 7:30, only on ABC 7.
Maine is seeing a rise in COVID, RSV, and other respiratory illnesses, specifically at hospitalization areas and nursing homes. That's according to Northern Light Eastern Maine Medical Center's Medical Director of Clinical Education. And the CDC is reporting a 4% increase in flu-related doctor visits. As we get into the holiday season, Northern Light Health wants people to know there is still time to get your annual vaccines. They also say it's important to remember the COVID vaccines taken back in 2021 don't prevent the new strains of COVID today.
Get your annual flu shot. Get your annual COVID vaccine. And then for people over the age of 60 or women who are pregnant, we recommend getting a vaccine that's just come out this year against RSV, which again, for most people just causes a cold, but for the very old or the very young or women who are pregnant, it can cause some serious illness.
To learn more about your vaccination options, Dr. Jarvis recommends speaking to your healthcare provider or visiting northernlight.org.
Dog owners across the U.S. are worried about a spreading respiratory illness. It looks a lot like kennel cough, but the symptoms are different. As Mel Meyer reports, many are taking precautions as health officials continue to look into what's causing it all.
Cases of an atypical canine infectious respiratory disease complex, or kennel cough, have been reported in multiple states. The American Veterinarian Medical Association says the exact number is unclear.
She was here at this dog park, and she got like a little kennel cough. It wasn't terrible.
Jeff Grimm says his dog was recently sick.
It was much like a cough from a person.
Little Jezebel got healthy quickly, but the AVMA says in other cases, the dog's mild to moderate tracheobronchitis lasted 6 to 8 weeks or longer and was minimally or not responsive to antibiotics. Others had chronic pneumonia or acute pneumonia that rapidly became severe.
My mom mentioned it to me. She's like, "Be careful," and I'm like, "I'm definitely gonna be careful because if something happens to him, I don't know what I'd do. It'd be so sad. I'd be heartbroken."
Several bacteria and viruses can contribute to kennel cough. The AVMA says by the time a dog gets tested, it may no longer be detectable. Officials in New Hampshire, Colorado, and Oregon are working with laboratories to figure out what the underlying cause or causes may be.
We're cleaning, we're being really careful with the dogs. They're not sharing water bowls.
The Barkyard in South Portland just sent out a notice to dog owners about the illness and precautions they're taking. But co-owner Britt Balnick thinks it's been hyped up and argues things go around.
Same as when you have kids in school. It can be canine cough, it can be other strains of upper respiratory illness or canine flu, but it happens every year.
For now, experts say if your dog is coughing, that you should contact your veterinarian before they have contact with other dogs.
Mel Meyer reporting. Kind of scary for dog owners out there.
Right, the dog parks may be a lot more quiet these days.
Yeah, I bet.
Yep. Okay, the time now is 6:17. After the break, we'll hear from a Down East glass blower whose work has become internationally recognized.
Plus, that full weather forecast coming up. Don't go away.
Shannon Doherty, adored, loved by millions. Now this morning on GMA, her brave fight and remarkable journey. What she wants you to know now. Shannon Doherty, the powerful and emotional must-see new interview. Good Morning America, live this morning.
Gun Sports and Brewer knows that for fun, exercise, and meeting new friends, nothing is better than ice skating. Whether it's sailing down the ice, making a great pass, and scoring in a game of hockey, or the grace, strength, and expression of figure skating. From the youngest child all the way to adulthood, anyone can enjoy the fun of skating. At Gun Sports, we supply the equipment for your skating fun for great prices, the proper fit, and service after the sale. Shop your locally owned Gun Sports shop, Greenpoint Road in Brewer.
My father started a roofing company in the 1970s.
Back when asbestos was still commonly used in Maine.
When George was diagnosed with mesothelioma, we knew there wasn't a cure yet, but we knew he needed help.
We called Joe Bornstein's office because this family means business.
Their team is handling everything, representing Mainers who were victims of asbestos exposure.
We highly recommend the law offices of Joe Bornstein.
Call Joe today for a free case evaluation. There's never a fee unless you win.
Pat's Pizza in Holden has recently expanded their seating capacity. Call now for reserving your event or holiday party with us. The new indoor golf simulators are open for the season. Call now for reservations.
While most people would avoid playing with glass, one business owner in Ellsworth specializes in it. Linda Perrin is a glass blower and owner of Atlantic Art Glass, where she spends her days making drinking glasses, vases, and Christmas ornaments. Our Jody Hersey takes us there.
There's no place Linda Perrin would rather be than blowing glass in her Atlantic Art Glass studio in Ellsworth.
Glass is really attractive. It's such a traditional
material for gifts, wedding gifts, heirlooms.
Perrin has been blowing, forming, and molding objects out of glass for 30 years, and her work is internationally recognized.
I do an innovative blown glass jewelry, and in fact, I was featured this summer in Venice. My work is now showing at the Museum of Glass in Venice, Italy. It was really a lifetime achievement.
However, this time of year, Perrin says, the oven at Atlantic Art Glass is heated up to 2,000 degrees in order to create lots and lots of Christmas ornaments. Perrin and her employee, Briar Rose Warner, work in tandem to make one item at a time.
There is a order of how you do things, but then there's always maybe something different could happen because glass is very humbling and it has kind of a mind of its own.
Perrin says that glass blowing combines her athletic abilities with her artistic side in order to create something beautiful that the public can enjoy.
We do a lot of events in the glass blowing studio where we are doing demonstrations for the public, and we have some bleachers that people can sit on behind my glass blowing bench and equipment and watch the glass being made.
Perrin is passionate about sharing her talents with others in hopes of possibly inspiring the next generation of glass blowers.
I'm so glad that I am doing what I'm doing, and I hope to keep it up till I am physically not able to anymore.
Atlantic Art Glass is open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. In Ellsworth, I'm Jody Hersey for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Boy, she does amazing work. I'd love to try that someday myself. That's
yeah, right?
one thing I think would be really neat.
'Tis the season to support local businesses, too.
It is?
Yep. Okay, the time now is 6:23, or 6:21, sorry.
There you go.
I have to be exact.
Let's get a full look at our weather forecast.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Happy Wednesday. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Comfort Shoes. Need the proper fit for your new winter footwear? Visit us across from Irving and Newport. All right, let's get into things this morning. A small credit advisory is up until 5 a.m. Thursday. Along the coast, again, this has been reissued as we do have some more active surf possible later on today, at least through parts of early Thursday morning, with a little bit of activity moving over the ocean, at least at this point. For now, it's not as bad yet, at around 3 to 4 feet according to the buoys. Again, later on today, in the parts of tonight, we could possibly be watching for summits to increase as a result of some activity over the ocean at this point. But meanwhile, on land, we're looking pretty good out there. Some clouds developing. We'll be watching for a lot of sunshine today, so keep those sunglasses handy. You'll want those as you head out the door for work or school. Let's zoom things out, giving you the bigger picture. High pressure not too far away. That's going to be moving in for us, and that will mean some nice weather on the way over the next few days. Active weather will move in next week, so let's enjoy these nice days while we do have them. But futurecast moving forward, though, again, some clouds developing in a few spots for a bit today. We'll call it partly cloudy overall. We become mostly clear later on tonight in our backyard. Maybe some clouds further off towards the north. We'll see a lot of sunshine for the day on Thursday. Very nice day to get outside. Maybe some clouds off toward the west and a little bit to the north as well. But again, overall for us, we're looking pretty good moving forward throughout the day on Thursday as well. And even by Thursday night, still looking pretty good moving forward. Otherwise, though, we're going to watch that next system that will be moving in coming up as we head towards Sunday. A little bit of rain possible Sunday morning and parts of the afternoon. And then as we head towards early Monday morning, again, this is still developing. No, we're still several days out. Possible opportunities for some rain and snow. So not going to get too much in depth with this, as we'll possibly see this change between now and Monday. But we do need to watch at least sometime late weekend and a parts of early next week for a little bit of rain and maybe a little bit of snow on the way and some gusty winds as well. We'll break this down as we get a little bit closer. But otherwise, our average high temperature is now 38 degrees, upper 20s today and tomorrow, middle 30s Friday, back in the lower 40s Saturday. And look at this here, lower 50s Sunday and Monday, then cooling off Tuesday back in the upper 30s. So that forecast coming up for today, upper 20s, partly cloudy, the north wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Overnight tonight, 7 degrees, getting cold again with a mostly clear sky. The northwest wind getting up to about 5 miles per hour. As we move ahead towards tomorrow, upper 20s, mostly sunny, that'll be nice. Northwest wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by Comfort Shoes. Mostly sunny on Friday, highs in the mid 30s, lower 40s Saturday with a mostly cloudy sky, and some rain showers Sunday, highs in the low 50s.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Herman Meadow Golf Club, Billings Road, Herman, Maine's most family-friendly golf course. Happy holidays from Silver Fox Automotive, specializing in everything from oil changes to diagnostic repair. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Cat Tracks LaGrange, your dealer from Hewitt Docks and Grasshopper Lawnmowers.
There are so many fun things to do in Maine. Now you can enjoy more for less. Check out Half Off Fun from foxbangor.com.
Healing Hands Massage in Hamden provides professional massage services tailored specifically for our clients. Whether you're looking for relief from chronic pain, stiffness, or just want to treat yourself to a day of relaxation, Healing Hands Massage is the place for you.
There's a limited supply available. It's on sale right now. Save with Half Off Fun from foxbangor.com.
Hi, I'm Angelina Mucci.
And I'm Andy Mucci of Family Fun Bowling Center.
When we want to know the weather, we go to foxbangor.com.
Celebrating our 50th anniversary year, Family Fun Bowling Center has 20 lanes of 10-pin bowling at its best. The Farmer's Table in Corinna brings you outstanding breakfasts, lunches, and dinners made from farm-grown fresh ingredients. Dinner specials are available every day. Enjoy our homemade desserts, and above all, bring your appetite to the Farmer's Table in Corinna.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
A powerful explosion rocked a neighborhood in the suburbs of Washington, D.C. Last night, 2 nights ago, the blast destroying at least 2 homes.
Fox's Rebecca Castor has the latest on the investigation.
Stunning video shows a home exploding Monday night in Arlington, Virginia, just outside D.C. Police say it burst into flames after a suspect fired multiple rounds from a flare gun inside the home.
I thought it was a sonic boom at first.
It's incredibly shocking. It had to be a deliberate act and a desperate person, and I hope it has no broader connections to terrorism or something.
Officers were at the home to execute a search warrant because a few hours earlier, police say the suspect fired the flare gun dozens of times into the street. No one was injured, but neighbors say the powerful blast happened after an hours-long standoff between police and the suspect.
We were attempting to do the search warrant. We were attempting to make contact with the individual when shots were discharged inside the residence.
Several officers received minor injuries but did not need to go to the hospital.
There's no ongoing threat to the community related to this incident and no outstanding suspects.
At least one other home was destroyed by the blast. Police say the suspect is presumed to be deceased after human remains were found at the scene. The FBI and other federal agents are helping with the investigation. In Washington, Rebecca Castor, Fox News.
Well, meanwhile, Israeli forces are pushing deeper into southern Gaza as their campaign to root out Hamas terrorists intensifies. Qatar's Emir says the deaths of innocent Palestinians in Gaza are a genocide. Qatar has been a key mediator between Israel and Hamas. Fox News senior foreign affairs correspondent Greg Palcott has the latest.
It's been called some of the most intense airstrikes and ground combat of the nearly 2-month war between Israel and Hamas. The terrorists targeted on land, sea, and air. Remaining pockets of militants in the northern Gaza Strip routed. Israeli troops charging into the group's southern hideout.
To Israel's allies who are pushing to end this war swiftly, the only way to end it swiftly is to use overwhelming force.
Israel reportedly putting numbers to its battle. Sources claiming of the 15,000 killed in Gaza, 5,000 are Hamas fighters. That still leaves a big civilian death toll, a surging humanitarian crisis.
We need to provide protection to the civilians in Gaza.
Hamas might be down, but it's not out. Rockets fired from Gaza as far north as Tel Aviv. Amid reports, Israel is considering flushing out Hamas tunnels with seawater. At risk, hostages who might be hidden underground. 100 were freed, but 138 remain in horrid conditions.
While we speak, there's a Holocaust a 3-hour drive from here.
While many across the region do what they can, At this IDF staging area, an Israeli-American soldier who goes by his first name Hod is pitching in.
I'm feeling a lot of pride in currently being in the Army, getting to protect my people. Obviously, this has been a very intense situation, lots of emotions.
And another emotional insight, an Israeli health ministry official saying on this day that recently freed hostages were given tranquilizer pills before their release to make them appear calm and happy after weeks of abuse and terror. Chilling stuff. In southern Israel, Greg Palcott, Fox News.
President Joe Biden spoke to reporters as he made his way back to the White House on Tuesday. Biden spoke on former President Donald Trump's run for election and funding for Ukrainian aid. Earlier on Tuesday, Biden made comments at a fundraiser in Boston that he's, quote, not sure if he would be running for president if Trump wasn't also doing the same, and that Democrats cannot let Trump win.
I expect so, but look, he is running, and I have to run.
Did you drop out if Trump runs out?
No, not now.
Have you spoken to anyone on the Hill about Ukraine funding?
Yes, a couple. And look, the failure to support Ukraine is just absolutely crazy. It's against U.S. interests. It's against the interests of the world. It's just wrong. And we're going to get that. We're going to get that aid. We're going to get it.
Biden's return from the private fundraiser signals the first of several events in the next few days that the president will be attending in order to raise millions of dollars for his re-election campaign.
Very interesting, his comments.
Yeah. Okay, coming up on the second half of the newscast, are you the type of person that prefers Halloween over Christmas? Well, do we have an event for you? Haunted Christmas houses are the latest event in Bangor you won't want to miss.
That and more as Good Morning Maine continues.
Rennie's, a Maine adventure.
When you come to Rennie's to do your Christmas shopping, you're guaranteed to find something for everybody.
Everybody on your list, from your teacher to your mom to your dad, your grandparents, your pets, your children. We always have a great selection of everything you need, and it's constantly changing at Rennie's. And if you can't find that gift, we have Rennie's gift cards, and those are always perfect.
Thank you for shopping Rennie's. Rennie's, a Maine adventure.
With AAA Insurance, by bundling our home and auto policies, we saved over $450.
And we were shocked at the savings.
When we switched to AAA auto insurance and bundled our policies, we were able to save over $400 every year.
Switch to AAA insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full picture quote to find out how much you could save.
Well, my passion is hang gliding. I've been doing it for over 30 years, and it's like flying. I mean, it's like everything you always dreamed about. AAA insurance helps us save more.
And do more.
The savings from AAA Insurance has allowed me to pursue my passion of making jewelry. It's great to have a little bit of extra cash to do something that you love.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA insurance, call 866-460-1310 for your free AAA full picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
I got hurt in a car accident. I've got a ton of bills, and the insurance company isn't helping me at all.
Don't get burned by the insurance company. Fight fire with fire and call the Twos.
We'll turn up the heat on the insurance company. We'll make them pay you all the money you deserve.
I fought fire with fire and called the Twos. Lowry & Associates got me $400,000 for my car accident. Now that's hot.
Call the Twos. We win for you.
If you're hurt in an accident, what do? Call 222-2222.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back, everyone. Today is Wednesday, December 6th, 2023. This is also Older Driver Awareness Week.
According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, there are about 44 million licensed drivers over the age of 65. This special week was designated with hopes that families would consider driver safety when it comes to elderly drivers. Most are fine behind the wheel, but older drivers are more of a risk of experiencing car crashes as they continue to age. This is a week to consider ways to help them stay safe and maybe consider alternatives when they can no longer drive.
That's a tough conversation to have, too.
It's a conversation I think everybody will eventually have to have if they have aging parents or grandparents or family members.
Yeah, it's a matter of independence for a lot of them, but when they become unsafe, it's not good for anybody.
Right,
so.
and you can have a lot of wherewithal and be able to go about your day-to-day, but sometimes driving is just that extra complicated step that is less safe.
Yeah, it's tough, but you're right. Everybody has to deal with it at some point.
Yep.
All right, on this day in history, back in 1790, Congress moved to Philadelphia from New York. Did you know it all began in New York? You probably did.
I've forgotten.
I'm
I like history, but it's like I've only got so much bandwidth.
I like that too, like a sieve. It goes in and it's in there somewhere. But
right.
All right. In 1865, the 13th Amendment was adopted in the U.S. That measure to abolish slavery was ratified as Georgia became the 27th state to endorse it. In 1907, 361 people were killed in West Virginia during America's worst mining disaster. And in 1923, a presidential address was broadcast on radio for the first time as Calvin Coolidge spoke to a joint session of Congress, allowing Americans to hear their president.
Yeah, Coolidge isn't one you hear about as often.
No.
Yep. In 1967, the world's first pediatric heart transplant was performed by surgeons in Brooklyn, New York. It came just 3 days after the world's first heart transplant took place in South Africa. In 1998, astronauts aboard the Space Shuttle Endeavour connected the first two building blocks for the International Space Station. And today's birthdays include actress JoBeth Williams from Poltergeist. She's 75. Comedian Stephen Wright is 68. And actress Lindsay Price turns 45, or 46 rather.
46. Have you ever seen Poltergeist? That'd be right up your alley.
I love it.
That's a good one. She played the mom in that, of course.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Yeah. It was one of those days, obviously, with birthdays, it's lesser known folks. So if you don't know names to faces, you're not alone.
Yeah. Stephen Wright, one of my favorite comedians. You don't hear from him too much anymore. He was kind of like the king of the one-liners. I'll have to give you some examples later on.
Did he do something that made people be like,
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I think, you know.
I always get nervous with the birthdays. It's like,
was he arrested for something?
Did they do something bad?
Yeah. No, I don't think so. He was just real popular, and he wasn't really dirty.
Right.
You know, he was just very clever and whatever. I don't know what happened to him. So I thought he died, but still alive.
Happy birthday, Stephen.
Yeah. Thought he was dead. So.
Oh, we've all been there.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
Okay. Anywho.
Okay. Hey, it's chilly.
It's chilly.
Yeah. It's almost time. Like if you have an electric blanket, it's time to bust that out.
Yeah.
Here's Devin Biggs with that forecast.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Happy Wednesday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Comfort Shoes. Need the proper fit for your new winter footwear? Visit us across from Irving and Newport. Alrighty, that small crowd advisory has been reissued, though, running until about 5 a.m. Thursday, so maybe some active surf happening later on today and parts of early Thursday morning along the coast, so be noteful of that, though, if you're going to be near the coastal areas. But meanwhile, though, we're looking pretty good on land. We've had some clouds developing after this morning. We're going to keep this going for a little while yet, but the clouds will be getting out of here to reveal some sunshine later on today. And then we have a lot of opportunities for sunshine coming up over the next few days as well. We zoom things out, not a whole lot going on. There's some activity over the Atlantic Ocean, though, but on land for us, we're looking pretty good. There's some clouds developing, and it's really about it for us. So futurecast moving forward, those clouds get out of here later on today. Maybe some clouds to the north later on tonight, but we'll be mostly clear to the south. That will allow some temperatures to really fall later on tonight. But otherwise, though, here's a look at the winds. Out of the north going toward the south at around 5, even up to 10 miles per hour in a few spots. Pretty gusty along the ocean as well, so that's why that small crowd advisory is in effect at this time for at least through Thursday. So for today, though, upper 20s and a partly cloudy sky. The north wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Moving ahead towards tonight, 7 degrees, getting cold again with a mostly clear sky. Northwest wind getting up to about 5 miles per hour. Hourly forecast for the rest of the morning and afternoon period. Again, partly cloudy sky, temperatures in the 20s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up.
At least warmer during the day.
Yeah.
Kinda.
Sort of.
Yeah. Okay, Christmas is that special time of year when people bake cookies, go caroling, and share gifts with their loved ones, among other traditions.
But one local business is putting their own spin on the holiday spirit. Our Doug Banks has the story.
If you're looking to get away from the traditional Christmas spirit, then Maniac Manor, located in the Bangor Mall, might just have what you're looking for with their haunted Christmas event.
We call it a haunted Christmas, and our main character is Krampus, and that's who you're going to be encountering somewhere in the haunt as you make your way through the decrepit halls and the old Halloween and Christmas decorations that have been combined together.
If you dare to step inside, you'll see a month's worth of hard work and attention to detail.
The entire month of November, we shut down to completely turn this place into a Christmas haunted house.
Those familiar with Maniac Manor know you won't have the same experience twice.
With all new animatronics and decorations and decor, right down to our actors are completely different.
The full scare event will be offered Saturday from 3 to 7 and Sunday from 1 to 5. But for those who want to take the time to appreciate the craftsmanship of a Krampus Christmas, on Friday from 5 to 8, they will have a no-scare event.
People could actually take their time to experience what we've put on. Hopefully they have an experience they haven't had anywhere else, and especially in the state of Maine.
For more information, visit Maniac Manor on Facebook. In Bangor, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Halloween isn't over.
Right.
Kind of blending in.
I know. For a lot of folks like Halloween year round. I'm kind of one of those.
Yeah.
And it's just if you're into that stuff, it's great. It's a spin on Christmas.
Yeah, it's great. Gives people something to do. It's another option too.
Yeah,
so
I know.
Head out to the mall.
Yep.
Go get scared.
Right. That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Okay, still to come here this morning. Domino's Pizza is helping cities all across the U.S. plow their roads.
We'll hear how as Good Morning Maine continues.
Tomorrow morning on Star 97.7, Paul Dupuis has the music and fun. Sonny Shepard brings you Star 97.7 local news. And Steve McKay with the weather. Turn on your radio and get the Star treatment with Star 97.7.
Oh no! Son of a nutcracker. This is what I get for eating all those cookies. Hey, Roto-Rooter, I got a big clog for you. I'm stuck in the chimney. Again. Yep, I'm the clog. Any chance you could fa-la-la over here?
For all your holiday plumbing needs, Roto-Rooter can save the day.
And away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Did you know that it's possible to buy the wrong type of flooring for your home? Whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or professional contractor, the experts at Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors are here to help, offering solid pro advice from choosing the right material and color to installation. Don DeKalb features the highest quality hardwood flooring sourced from lumber right here in Maine, from Maine traditions. Not only will you get a floor you'll love, you'll get a floor that will last. Don DeKalb Mainwood Floors, buy from the best, forget the rest.
Tomorrow morning on Star 97.7, Paul Dupuis has the music and fun. Sonny Shepard brings you Star 97.7 local news. And Steve McKay with the weather. Turn on your radio and get the Star treatment with Star 97.7.
All the nonsense
Simba.
meets no nonsense.
I don't buy it.
Judge Judy. Weekdays at 5 on ABC 7.
Anxious about your student loan debt? You're not alone. Fox Business Network's David Asman has that story and more in Fox Means Business.
Americans looking for work have fewer options to choose from. The government says there were 8.7 million job openings in October. That's 617,000 fewer positions available than in September, and the lowest amount since March of 2021. Meanwhile, a majority of Americans who have student loan debt have anxiety about making their payments. 6 in 10 tell MassMutual they are worried about defaulting on their loans. And longer term, more than a third don't expect to pay their loans off completely before they retire. On Wall Street, stocks struggling to find direction on Tuesday. The Dow and S&P 500 closed lower, while the Nasdaq gained some. And if you're looking for love in the new year, you might want to plan a trip to the Emerald City. That's because WalletHub just named Seattle the best city for singles in 2024. Their study examined things like dating opportunities, fun things to do, and of course, the cost to go out and have a good time. That's business. I'm David Asman.
More on that last part coming up too. We'll hear the 5 most popular cities for singles and the 5 least popular.
Interesting.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Anyway. Now you need to, okay.
I know, I was going to say something, but I'm showing maturity and I pulled myself back from saying it.
I don't think you should have. I think you should have shown your immaturity.
No, it's bad.
Okay.
All right. Domino, now you're going to wonder what was he thinking? You know what I mean. All right.
Okay.
Domino's wants its customers to get their pizza no matter how bad the weather gets this winter. The company says, quote, snowy roads shouldn't get in the way of pizza as it plans to offer $500,000 in grants for snow plowing. Up to 20 cities can receive $25,000 to be used to help keep their roads clean. Domino's says it has already helped 3 municipalities so far this season and is now looking to serve others across the country. Pizza lovers can nominate their city by visiting plowingforpizza.com. The nomination period ends on January 21st.
Yeah, so wherever Bangor's grant writers are, let's get on this Domino's grant.
Get on there.
I'm sure the municipality could use some help.
Yeah. I could use some pizza.
Yeah,
that
right?
Sounds good.
A little bit of both. Well, toy companies are ramping up for the holidays, trying to outcompete rivals for the softest stuffed toy. A Wall Street Journal report says plush toys are all the rage this holiday season. Despite toy sales dropping, plush toys have seen a rise in purchases. Plush toy sales have jumped to $1.7 billion as of this October, compared to $846 million made during 2020 in the same month. The report says toy companies are creating ways to make their toys the plushiest, even spending more money on softer materials compared to average fabrics. That's something that will never go out of style.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay, when we return, our reporter Devin Dagnall will be live with the folks at Box of Maine who are seeking donations to send soldiers overseas some holiday cheer.
Give them a little taste of home this holiday season.
Yep.
We'll explain when we come back.
R&K Variety is more than just a convenience store. With delicious homemade food made fresh daily. We offer hearty meals that don't break the bank. Whether it be our delicious chicken pot pie, one of our many savory soups, or a pizza, you can't go wrong at R&K Variety. Looking for a drink after a long workday? R&K Variety is an agency liquor store with an impressive selection. R&K Variety, more than just a convenience store. We're your neighbor, chef, barista, and friend. Stop by today.
Do you want to improve or upgrade your home? Well, At Home Furniture, Appliance, and Bedding in Lincoln and Dover Foxcroft has got you covered. We pride ourselves in the relationships we build with every customer, from commercial businesses to homeowners. We have some of the best prices on the best brands of appliances, furniture, and mattresses, and we even offer full kitchen and bath remodels with a designer and installers on staff. So stop in today and check us out at one of our locations and see what we can do to make you feel at home.
Rennie's, a Maine adventure.
Christmas time at Rennie's.
Hey, Melissa, I got all this stuff. I'm all done my shopping at Rennie's, and now I need to wrap it up.
Yes, you do. And we've got everything you need. We've got tons of gift bags. We've got tape. We've got tags. We've got bows. We got boxes. We got big bags. We got Christmas cards, wrap, tissue paper. Get to Rennie's and wrap it up.
Thank you for shopping Rennie's.
Where are the scissors?
A Maine adventure.
Well, they say there's no place like home for the holidays, but for many of our servicemen and women, that's just not an option.
So a local business is sending our Maine soldiers a taste of home, or rather, a box of Maine. Devin Dagnall is in Brewer with all the details. Good morning, Devin.
Thanks, Emma and Craig. I'm here at the Box of Maine in Brewer. I'm joined by Brian. Brian, how are we doing today?
I'm doing really good, thank you.
So tell me about this soldier box that you guys got going on and you're sponsoring.
Yeah, so we're doing a Sponsor a Maine Soldier box this year. What we're looking to do is get a bunch of Maine care packages sent out to active duty deployed Maine soldiers. So we've got a couple different businesses partnering with us, and we're looking to get 150 boxes into the hands of the deployed Maine soldiers.
So how does this work? You don't have to know a soldier to sponsor a soldier, do you?
No, we take care of that part for you. So we've got a big list of Maine active duty soldiers that are going to be away for the holidays this season, and we'll link up the package with whoever needs it.
Okay, and how much are we looking for cost when it comes to the sponsor a Maine soldier box?
Yeah, great question. It's about $50, so you can go on and build your own box, totally customized to how you want it to be, or you can just call us and say, hey, I'm really interested in sponsoring a soldier, and give us the $50, and we'll put together a sweet box with all of the classic Maine goodies for them to enjoy.
Can anybody sponsor like maybe most of a box if they can't necessarily afford that $50 right now?
Yeah, absolutely. So in a lot of cases, we're willing to step in and make the difference, but we also have a lot of businesses that are willing to match, and they'd be willing to make up the difference as well.
Okay, that's awesome. How about we take a look at one of these sponsor boxes? We're going to get a closer look at the box right now. Let's bring it right up to the camera. We've got some great stuff in here that's going out to our troops. We've got Humpty Dumpty, some Moxie, these Whoopie Pies. These are actually in partnership, right?
Yes. So they come from Steve's Snacks down in Skowhegan.
Okay, yeah, no. And tell me about these pillows. You were telling me that these are particularly special with the troops right now.
Yeah.
What's going on with these?
So that's a balsam fir pillow. It smells just like a lot of people's backyards. It's just like the Maine woods. And so I've talked to a couple of soldiers that have gotten them while they were away. And you don't get that in the desert. And so it's kind of like kind of a nice reminder of home and family and just all that.
All right. And just one last thing I also want to touch on before we finish up. You guys have these Lewiston Strong ornaments here as well. Tell me about these real quick.
Yeah, so obviously what happened down in Lewiston was a tragedy, and Mainers really like to come together. And so what we decided to do was create this ornament. It's made right in Cutler, Maine, and 100% of the proceeds from this are going to go to the Lewiston Fund.
All right, guys. Please just check this out, and we're going to throw it back to you, Emma and Craig. Just check out boxofmaine.com. Back to you.
Everybody can buy those, but can you imagine how nice it will be for some of those soldiers opening that box at Christmas time?
Right.
And,
yeah.
Make a big difference in their lives.
Yep, absolutely. Hope you like Moxie.
Yeah.
Okay, now here's meteorologist Evan Biggs with our full weather forecast.
Alrighty, thank you very much. Happy Wednesday. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Comfort Shoes. Need the proper fit for your new winter footwear? Visit us across from Irving and Newport. All right, let's get into things this morning. A small credit advisory is up until 5 a.m. Thursday. Along the coast, again, this has been reissued as we do have some more active surf possible later on today, at least through parts of early Thursday morning, with a little bit of activity moving over the ocean, at least at this point. For now, it's not as bad yet at around 3 to 4 feet according to the buoys. Again, later on today, in parts of tonight, we could possibly be watching for some of this to increase as a result of some activity over the ocean at this point. But meanwhile, on land, we're looking pretty good out there. Some clouds developing. We'll be watching for a lot of sunshine today, so keep those sunglasses handy. You'll want those as you head out the door for work or school. Let's zoom things out, giving you the bigger picture. High pressure not too far away. That's going to be moving in for us, and that will mean some nice weather on the way over the next few days. Active weather will move in next week, so let's enjoy these nice days while we do have them. But futurecast moving forward, though, again, some clouds developing in a few spots for a bit today. We'll call it partly cloudy overall. We become mostly clear later on tonight in our backyard. Maybe some clouds further off towards the north. We'll see a lot of sunshine for the day on Thursday. Very nice day to get outside. Maybe some clouds off toward the west and a little bit to the north as well. But again, overall for us, we're looking pretty good moving forward throughout the day on Thursday as well. And even by Thursday night, still looking pretty good moving forward. Otherwise, though, we're going to watch that next system that will be moving in coming up as we head towards Sunday. A little bit of rain possible Sunday morning and parts of the afternoon. And then as we head towards early Monday morning, again, this is still developing. No, we're still several days out. Possible opportunities for some rain and snow. So not going to get too much in depth with this, as we'll possibly see this change between now and Monday. But we do need to watch at least sometime late weekend and parts of early next week for a little bit of rain and maybe a little bit of snow on the way and some gusty winds as well. We'll break this down as we get a little bit closer. But otherwise, our average high temperature is now 38 degrees, upper 20s today and tomorrow, middle 30s Friday, back in the lower 40s Saturday. And look at this here, lower 50s Sunday and a Monday, then cooling off Tuesday back in the upper 30s. So that forecast coming up for today, upper 20s, partly cloudy, the north wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Overnight tonight, 7 degrees, getting cold again with a mostly clear sky. The northwest wind getting up to about 5 miles per hour. As we move ahead towards tomorrow, upper 20s, mostly sunny, that'll be nice. Northwest wind getting up to about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Alrighty, here's a look at your extended forecast brought to you by Comfort Shoes. Mostly sunny on Friday, high highs in the mid-30s. Lower 40s Saturday with a mostly cloudy sky and some rain showers Sunday. Highs in the low 50s.
Pat's Pizza in Holden has recently expanded their seating capacity. Call now for reserving your event or holiday party with us. The new indoor golf simulators are open for the season. Call now for reservations.
The roar of our engines, the pump of our heartbeats, the visions of celebrating with family and friends this holiday season. Give the perfect gift to get you where you need to be all year long with Milwaukee tools for any job. Milwaukee's impact driver and ratchet sets will get you up and going and receive a free M12 battery instantly when you buy an impact driver and ratchet set at any of Coastal Auto Parts' 29 locations. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Don't get cold feet this winter. Stay warm and dry with high-performance footwear from Comfort Shoes and More. With an extensive selection of winter boots rated from 0 to minus 60 degrees Fahrenheit, you'll find comfort in knowing your feet will be warm in any weather. Discover the latest in functional and fashionable footwear with grippers built right into the sole. With boots in stock up to 6E and size 17 for men and women. Take the drive to Newport for a sit and fit to find your perfect fit. You and your feet will be glad you did.
At Living Innovations, we build community. You can be a part of it. We put supporting people first, and that builds a caring community within our workforce and for the people we serve. Living Innovations supports people with disabilities and has flexible work opportunities available. You could become a shared living provider and work from home, or help support people to be active in the community. To learn more, visit livinginnovations.com and check out our employment and home provider opportunities. Become a part of Living Innovations and be part of a community with a purpose.
I'm ready, baby. My first spin ever. Here we go.
Great to be here.
I can see the excitement just bubbling over.
If I pay cash, are the valves cheaper?
Celebrity Wheel of Fortune, new tonight on ABC.
Is love in the air in your city? Wallet Hub, the personal finance company, has released a list of the best and worst cities for singles looking for love. Each city was ranked based off of key factors such as economics, fun and recreation, and dating opportunities. If you're single and ready to mingle, get packing and head to Seattle, Washington, which, as we heard, is ranked #1, followed by Las Vegas, Denver, Atlanta, and Austin, Texas, rounding out the top 5. All the way at the bottom of the list is Columbia, Maryland, which is considered the worst city for singles, and ahead of Columbia is Warwick, Rhode Island, Brownsville, Texas, Glendale, California, and Pearl City, Hawaii.
I wonder why.
I know. No word on if Bangor is anywhere on those lists.
Didn't even make the list.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway, don't get me going on dating. All right. The Oxford University Press, which publishes the Oxford English Dictionary, has chosen its word of the year, and it's Rizz. Rizz, spelled R-I-Z-Z, is a popular word with Gen Z. Age range from 11 to 26 years old. That's you.
Yeah.
It's used to describe a person's ability
11.
ability to attract or seduce another person. Slang for charisma. Rizz beat out other 3 finalists too. Okay, we're out of here. Have a great day, folks.
Have a good day.